First thing we're going to attack is probably the most controversial one, which is the PGA Live merger, and the add-on that came out today is the Justice Department has notified the PGA Tour that it will review the tour's planned merger with Live Golf's Saudi backers for antitrust concerns. Okay, for anyone who hasn't been following this, I'm going to basically bring you up on what the controversy is. The PGA owns golf, right? We all knew that. Well, the Saudis wanted to get into golf and they saw an opportunity. So the first thing to note is they saw an opportunity. So they created Live, which is financed by the Sovereign Wealth Fund. And what they did is they started going after the big players on the PGA and offered them a ton of money, right? They saw that there was an opportunity to pay them more, that they weren't getting paid here. There was no competition in the market, so they offered them more. And what started happening? PGA players started leaving. And so now you saw the PGA on defense for the first time. Where they took it, and this is the interesting part, is they started basically taking the moral high ground. And I believe they did a press conference talking about families who lost people in 9/11. And, we're really putting pressure on the people that were leaving and hoping to put pressure on the players who are staying that if you go over there, you're doing your country a disservice because, the Saudis are evil, ultimately is what was coming off. Now, here's what's interesting is now they get into a merger. So you've now basically made everybody feel immoral for doing it, and then you merge it, I think is a very, very bad look for the PGA. Now, I'm completely staying out of the controversy on both sides. I'm just saying if you take the moral high ground, what you should do is hold to that and not even consider the merger. When you merge, then it looks very fake and it actually looks like all you do care about is the money. I think their reputation is going to get hit for that. The thing I really want to talk about though, because I think it's relevant, is with this new generation, they don't have the same view of loyalty as, how my parents were, or even like a part of my generation. And so what you're seeing the trend in the workspace is somebody works for somebody for, let's say, 2 to 3 years. They leave, get a new job, and they do this every 2 to 3 years. And what data shows is they actually make more money by doing that. So the person who sticks around and is loyal to the company makes less than the person who's jumping around every 3 years. What's fascinating is think about the players who stuck with the PGA, who didn't grab the bag. They're now in the same tournament as everyone who left, and they're not going to be rewarded for it. So it's almost like a real life example of what the youth is doing, is they know that there's no reward in loyalty. The other thing, I just went through this with my phone service. I've been with AT&T for 15 years or something like that. On my plan, I'm paying, $160 a month for our family plan. It's unlimited everything. I get a call from my wife and she goes, I just got this offer from Spectrum. It's like $35 a month. It's totally unlimited. It's the same cell towers. I think we should do it. I'm like, yeah, we totally should. So even the companies create incentives for new people, and the people that have been with them the longest, they don't really reward. So I think that's really fascinating and a representation where we're at with not just a culture, but how our companies are thinking.